let me just tell you, I have not been inside of an IKEA for more than a year, and I am fiending for an IKEA fix. Truly, nothing would bring me more pleasure than going across the street from IKEA, getting myself a margarita, and then going into IKEA and going insane. It's so sad, but that's the honest to goodness truth. Hello, my cute little internet friends, and welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited today to share with you some of the latest and greatest new finds that IKEA has to offer. Not only are some of these items things that I have recently purchased, but I also follow a few interior designers on YouTube. I'll leave the links to their information and their channels below. Oh, I'm truly obsessed with interior designers on YouTube right now. Anyways, they had lots of great suggestions for things that you can find in IKEA to just spruce up your home. Since we've been spending so much time at home, I have gotten really into rearranging and designing, and stay tuned because I am doing a full office makeover. Make sure that you hit that notification bell too. Since I took a break from YouTube, I have noticed that my videos aren't going into everyone's sub box. Mostly my mom's. Sorry, Mom. But here I am, I upload a video every Friday, so make sure you hit that notification so you don't miss that office makeover. This is all to say I feel like I haven't even taken a breath because I am so excited about all things home decor, and IKEA really hits the sweet spot within me. Now, there was a period of time where I felt like everything at IKEA felt very college dormy. No offense if you're in a college dorm, I bet your dorm room looks beautiful. It just for a while there only really offered some super basic stuff, and you would walk into someone's apartment and be like, this is IKEA. So it's been a really long time since I've physically been inside of an IKEA, but even shopped online at IKEA. And so I was really excited to find these items. If you follow home trends, which I actually don't think you need to, I think you should just fill your home with things that personally make you happy. But I've been sort of studying and kind of following along to see what's in style right now. And the things that are really in style right now are all sorts of real earth-like materials. So we're talking rattan, we're talking leather, we're talking anything wood, anything that comes from earth that really helps warm up your home and make it feel like a comfy spot. So that's what I'm going to focus on today with these items. Also, since the lockdown here in Los Angeles, I noticed that IKEA started doing deliveries. I think there was a point in time there where they were doing deliveries for big items, but now you can actually have them shop for you. So this is what my items look like when they arrived, and I was kind of like shocked. First of all, the shipping is super expensive. I think I paid like $50 to have all this stuff shipped, which I would never have done, but I had no intention of actually going to IKEA to pick up the stuff. Here in LA, I'm trying to stay inside. We don't have this virus thing under control very well, so I decided paying the $50 was definitely worth it, but it all came like this, which is so bizarre. It's literally as if the men who dropped it off went into IKEA and like shopped for me, which, like, God bless, they did a great job. So yes, you can actually order straight from IKEA instead of having to go into store, but know that the shipping is super expensive. And one more thing, when you're ordering online, the items that you're getting are coming from the store closest to you or whatever store that you put in. So sometimes they don't actually have the items that you want available, which is a real shame because this first item was something that I would have loved to have, but they did not have it in stock in my store. And that is this rattan plant stand that retails at $19.99. She is so cute. She is so comforting and hippie, and I don't know, she just gives me all the vibes, and as soon as I can get my hands on one of these, I definitely will be doing that. Also, for a plant stand, $19.99 is really, really good. You can see this one behind me. I believe I got this one on Amazon, but the rest of them in my house are from West Elm, and they are so incredibly overpriced in my opinion. I don't understand why. It makes no sense to me, but I'm a stalker and I get them anyways. So this rattan plant stand from IKEA is such a deal. So if you can get your little paws on them, get it and get yourself a snake plant, and you are good to go. Speaking of rattan, rattan is all the rage, especially in my heart. It gives me this like 60s hippie sexy vibe, and IKEA has got this killer rattan chair. This guy's a little bit more expensive. It retails at $169, but you guys, chairs are just expensive in general. Another thing that, I mean, everything pisses me off when it's expensive, but like chairs are a worthwhile investment. And I feel like this piece particularly, if I needed a nice chair, like I feel like it would look so good right here, but I loved this. This is a thrifted vintage chair. But if you just need a small, perfect chair for the corner of your bedroom or living room or literally anywhere, this rattan chair is where it's at. And also it's so versatile. If your style changes, you could always throw a different cushion on it or a different blanket throw over it, and you've got yourself a whole new look. Brilliant. Next up, more rattan, more rattan, more rattan. Like I'm saying, everything right now is like super earthy and delicious, and rattan is just that. And this right here is the Rattan Basket that retails at $24.99, and I got one of these and I could not be happier. I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do with it, but I knew that this price for a big basket was really, really good, and I just liked the look of it. So right now it is in our hallway where our laundry is, and we have this habit of taking out everything from the dryer and putting it on top of the dryer and letting it sit there for a couple of days before diving in to fold it, because doing laundry sucks and folding laundry sucks. So now instead of putting it on top of the dryer, we put it into this great basket, and it's just so darling, and it doesn't make me hate laundry piles as much. So little hack there, if you don't like folding your laundry but you're sick of looking at a big pile, get yourself a rattan basket and everything seems so much better. I will say I'm noticing like a little bit on the handles that there's a little wearing already of that. I don't know if that's just what rattan is, like if it just sheds after a while, if it's being rubbed on so much, you know, like after picking up the basket. I feel like I'm a little bit worried about the durability of this, but again, for this price point, I feel like it's totally worth taking the risk. More rattan, my friends. I'm sorry if you don't like rattan, I don't think that this is the video for you. But this is the magazine holder that came in at $19.99, and I fell in love with this instantly. I wasn't sure exactly what I was gonna do with it. We don't really read magazines, but I figured, oh, I can use it for storage in one way or another. And it turns out that this rattan magazine holder is the world's cutest and greatest record holder. I have been looking for a fun way to display my records, and I happen to have a large collection, and so I tried this thing that I got on Amazon that was cool, but it was just so basic and boring. So when I got this delivered from IKEA, I knew instantly that I wanted to put my records in there, and I just think it is the greatest holder of all times. All right, here's something that's a little bit different than what we've been looking at. This is just a little table light that I could not resist. It was $14.99, and it brings me so much joy. Honestly, this is one of those things that I would totally grab for if I was at IKEA and like throw it in last minute. It's so unnecessary, but I love this color. I've really embraced, I think, along with like the natural woods and rattans and things like that, I also am leaning towards really comforting colors, and this color right here is just so delicious. I think we need to sort of like wrap ourselves in our homes right now and feel comfort, since everything is so crazy on the outside, and so I'm finding these more lush, deep tones really really sexy and comforty. And so this is just a really fun way to add a little bit of not only color pop, but a little mood lighting. I'm all about the mood lighting. When the night hits, I like to turn off the overheads and put on all my salt lamps, and now my new little IKEA lamp, and it just gives the room a really warm, this tone to it. You know what I'm saying? Oh no, I feel like that could be turned into a GIF that we don't ever need. Nope, we gotta move on now. For this next one, I'm sorry if the framing's different. I already finished recording the video, and then I remembered that I forgot an important item that I really like. And this is not rattan, but it looks like rattan. This is the bamboo tray that retails at $9.99, and your girl loves a tray. You guys, trays, I'm telling you. Trays, 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 trays. I've got them all over the house. I use them for all different things. Sometimes we actually use them as like serving trays, but a lot of times we'll put different items on them. It just kind of contains your shit. Honestly, it just contains your shit. So I fell in love with this bamboo tray right away. I wasn't sure exactly where I was gonna use it, but I knew that I would eventually use it. And in fact, I found the perfect spot for it. This is on my media console and it holds my Apple TV and our gaming system, and it just sort of, again, holds all the mess and makes it look cute somehow. So if you have an area where you have a bunch of stuff, especially electronics or knickknacks that like you need maybe by your front door, but you don't know how to properly display them and they're all just kind of sitting there, get yourself a tray and put them all on there, and instantly you have upgraded your mess. So that's my little tip and trick to make your shit look good. And last but not least, speaking of lamps and mood lighting, I did not purchase one of these, but boy oh boy, when I'm ready to switch out one of my lights, I would definitely go for this guy. This is the Pendant bamboo light that retails for $59.99, and she just gives every room a whole new vibe, and pretty obsessed. If you read the reviews, people seem to really love it. And again, this is one of those items that I saw on like every blog, every interior designer that was reviewing new stuff from IKEA for this year. Everyone pointed to this, and I think it's really obvious why. The price point is beyond. It's so good. And so definitely I might consider doing that, switching out the light that's here in my bedroom. But one thing at a time, you guys. It's an overwhelming process because you can go on a website like IKEA and you see so many fun things, and it's so hard to not put everything in your cart. But I gotta say, the price points at IKEA are amazing. Again, I really like to promote trying to thrift and do secondhand shopping. But once in a while, guys, it's fun to turn to these kind of places, and IKEA definitely gives you the option of having really fun, great, delicious items at a really reasonable price. Except for shipping. Holy moly, I'm never gonna do that again. So it's gonna be a while till I shop through IKEA, but for the moment, I'm really happy with my purchases, and I think I did a pretty good job. I hope this inspired you guys to sort of look into your homes and figure out where you can add a little bit of rattan, where you can add a little bit of rattan, and where you can add a little bit more rattan. And also mood lighting, earth tones, warm tones, really whatever makes you feel happy with your space, because you deserve it. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. If you are into interior design, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. And also make sure you check out some of my favorite designers in the comments below. I feel inspired by them, and I hope that maybe they'll inspire you too. All right, you guys are great. Let's do this again soon.